Welcome, Weekend Warriors, to another glorious battle report. I'm your host, Calvin, with my other host, my co-host, per se, Brett. Say hi, Brett.
Hello.
Hello, Brett. Alright, so we're going to start out with the armies. We're going to be doing a Purge the Alien, essentially kill points, with all the special rules now. And we had it where we rolled and we set up with tables diagonally. You can kind of see the dice here on the table. We got two diagonals, like so. Brett rolled and he chose the diagonal right over here, and I decided I'd take the diagonal right over here. As for deployment, we haven't deployed yet, so let's just show you what the armies are. We'll start with my army. So let's come on over here. We'll start with what we got. I got my Chaos Lord right here. They're not painted, so it's kind of hard to see, but hopefully you can. He's basically equipped with Termi Armor, Combi Flamer, regular power weapon. He has a Sigil of Corruption, among a whole bunch of other stuff. He has a Combat Familiar, as well as Veterans of a Long War, Ichor Blood, and yeah, that's the Commissar Lord. That's the Lord there. I almost said Commissar Lord. That would have been weird. I have a Sorcerer as well. He also has Termi Armor spells. He's a level 3. Sorcerer, so he's the highest you can get for Sorcerer in Chaos at the moment. And he took 3 disciplines from Biomancy, Pyromancy, and Telepathy. He has Ichor Blood, Sigil of Corruption, Spell Familiar, Vets of a Long War, and just for reference, every single one of my champions has the Gift of Mutation, so that it'll be fun to see what happens. Maybe I'll get some spawns. Ooh.
Giggity.
I know, right? Sexy. Alright, we got a Havoc squad here with Heavy Bolters and their champion. Got another squad here. They're equipped with Icon of Vengeance, 2 Melta Guns, Power Fist, and extra close combat weapons. Same with these guys, except that they're equipped with Flamers, and this champion right here is kind of just bare bones. We also have the Plasma Gun Squad, Plasma Pistol, Power Sword, 2 Plasma Guns, Gift of Mutation. All have Icon of Vengeance. We have some Corn Berserkers as well. 2 with Plasma Pistols, 1 champion with the Power Sword and Plasma Pistol. All have Chain Axes, with the exception of the champion, obviously. 2 Rhinos with Havoc Launchers. Vindicator with Combi Weapon and the Storm Shield. And that pretty much wraps it up for my guys. I hope I didn't miss anything out. The new Chaos Codex has me kind of thrown through a loop. It's not as easy. Yeah. But let's go to Brett's army now.
Now, well, before I look for myself, let me ask you this. Do you expect upgrade their heavy bolters for free to like missile launchers?
I guess we could. It would get it up to 2,000 points because you're. For those of you who don't know, Brett's actually going to be taking an army of Armored Company.
Yep.
Which essentially is the infamous Lehman Russ army that everybody fears. So,
everybody hates my tanks.
Yep, they do, Brett.
So,
with good reason.
So let me show you my stuff. First off, I got my Commissar tank, which is my Demolisher right here. It's got excited plasma cannons, Last cannon in the front, pinch mounted heavy stubber, and extra armor. It also has slick loaders, which Kelvin will love.
Oh, goody.
All my Lumen Russes are troops, which are basically battle cannons, heavy bolters, last cannons, pinch mounted heavy stubber, and move away. And other good stuff. My Conqueror is actually the executional plasma tank, and it's got excited plasma cannons. And to show off my brand new drop pod that I just built, I have a squad of Jaeger Company, which is my stand-in for my Blood Angels. I mean my Selection Offerings, which I use the Blood Angels rules for.
And as a note, for the execution tank, we made a house rule since the rulebook does not state it properly. For those of you who don't know, the new Gets Hots rules, what it means is for tanks, if they roll a 1 on hitting, they essentially suffer a glancing hit on an extra roll of a d6. For us, since plasma cannons don't really have a roll to hit kind of thing, we made it a house rule where when a plasma cannon shoots, if it rolls double 1s on its scatter, regardless of whether it's a hit or scatter, it will basically be treated like as a miss because we don't exactly get how that would work with missing with plasma cannons. And we could not find a like a FAQ for it, unfortunately. So we'll go with that house rule. Comment if you like that as an idea, because we think it's a good idea, and it at least complements the new rules.
Anyway, so I also have a Bale Predator, which is right there, which is a stand-in because I'm looking for the old school one because it looks awesome. And I have my little HQ chaplain guy because he's cool. And he is also finally painted all the way and sealed. And, yep, that's him. And that is basically my army. And hopefully we will see how long Kelvin will last.
I think I'll be the one lasting longer than you, Brett.
Giggity.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay, well, we will see you at the end of turn 1.
Hey, Weekend Warriors. Alright, we're back from our first turn. Rather uneventful. What happened is basically a lot of moving and very little shooting. Brett's tanks have something called slick shooters. Essentially, what it means is instead of firing any of their other weapons, their main gun right here can basically shoot 2 battle cannon shots. So it's pretty devastating. Unfortunately, there weren't really a lot of optimal targets to shoot at, so there weren't many casualties for his side. Other than that, most of the shots were resolved upon the Havocs here with, we decided to give them las cannons because of all the tanks. 2 Havocs died, but other than that, they stood their ground. Other than that, rather uneventful, just a lot of shooting and not much else happened. Everybody's kind of just hiding in cover, waiting for all the, to get close to the enemy. But turn 2 is coming up here, so we'll see what happens. Oh, and the vehicle pops up. Don't forget that.
Whoa. Woo. Ready?
Yes.
Go.
Alrighty, so we got the end of our second turn. Alright. It was kind of a bit eventful and uneventful, actually. We have the Lehman Russes all advancing up. They pretty much dealt most of their shots upon the Havoc squad here, taking it down to 1 man who stood his ground. Other than that, the squad in here started moving up with the Vindicator. They shot at the Demolisher, but were at a complete loss to strike any blows against the thing. Other than that, over here, the Termies were all moving up. The Lord conferred blessings onto these 2 squads, the Corn Berserkers and the Terminators, all of them. So, they now have, like, Feel No Pain and what was it called? It Will Not Die.
Mm-hmm.
So they all have that. The Rhinos also moved up. The Corn Berserkers charged a tank here. The tank is now dead. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my craters to symbolize a dead tank. So now they're taking cover behind the building. They might die this turn.
They will.
You'll see. Other than that, first kill point goes towards the Chaos Marines, i.e. me. So 2 kill points. We'll see how the rest of this goes. Welcome back, Weekend Warriors. Sorry for the long pause, but we got some battle points at the top of turn 3. We're done with turn 3 now. We'll start off with the Imperial Guards. They were able to get a drop pod in. Their assault reserves of Death Company came out. They were able to inflict at least 1 kill onto the Chaos Marines here. So that was a pretty successful bombardment. They'll probably annihilate them on the next turn. But now there's always meaty targets for both sides to attack. The Terminators started moving back towards them. They really haven't gotten to do much all day except move around and look pretty. As far as units over here, the Lehman Russ Demolisher was destroyed by the squad that was close combat here. I'll show you right here. And what was also is that this is his warlord. He's the basically the commissar tank. So that ended up being 2 kill points for my side, slay the warlord. The Demolisher, the weaponless Demolisher, moved behind the building for safety. Pretty much all of his tanks repositioned and shot at the Corn Berserker squad, which is now down to 4 men. who assaulted the Lehman Russ right here, but unfortunately we're not able to inflict a killing blow and instead taking off one hull point and immobilizing it. As far as the Rhinos moved up here and kind of didn't do much. They'll be more pivotal in the next turn. As for all these tanks, like I said, they shot the Corn Berserkers are able to inflict a couple of kills. So far it's going to be very interesting during turn 4. There's a lot of meaty targets to shoot at now. So let's see how this goes.
Go.
Alrighty, so end of turn 4. Let's see, Death Deathwing pretty much annihilated, ate the squad there because they were hungry. And as for the turn the tanks pretty much whittled them down to one Terminator and the Chaos Lord. The poor Sorcerer had no chance. As far as this, most disappointing thing had to be this. They didn't get close, but they did shoot it with melta-guns and it was rather exciting.
Did nothing.
As for over here, this tank, the Executioner blew up, and due to a lucky crack grenade. So that's gone as well. As far as casualties over here, not many casualties for these two squads. The Rhino was blown up, securing Brett 3 kill points during that one turn. So very good job, Brett, at securing of your kill points. As for everything else, he's in hiding. He was shooting at the drop pod. Other than that, there's not much left. Turn 5, this could be it. Let's see what happens. Alrighty, so turn 5, interesting things. They, Chaos Marines wrecked this tank, wrecked its shit. It's pretty cool. As for the others, Chaos Marines assaulted that, they just took off a hull point. Tanks did a lot of damage on them, so they're kind of screwed. Death Company just moved, Laskin and Guy just decided to stick around, chill out, you know, be cool. As for everything else, rather uneventful. Just moving, shooting. That's really it. Corn Berserkers are dead. That's about it. And we did roll a dice. It does go into turn 6. So let's see how this could be a battle change. We'll see if Brett wins or I wins.
So this was the end of turn 6, as you can see, and I want to do this by myself because I'm a big boy.
Okay, Brett.
So anyway, as you can see, there was less damage, and there we go. This squad took out the Bale Predator. The Bale Predator actually did take out this Rhino.
Very good job with it.
This I did shot at
the Jeremy's right here.
Right there.
It survived.
They basically got blown. The squad right there got blown by 2 Lemon Russes. Death Company ran, and he did nothing. So officially this game ended, but at the same time, we gotta do this for shits and giggles.
We will be actually going up to turn 7 just to see what the results would be if it went on to turn. So